Welcome back, everybody. 7 Buzz Loft here. All right, today I'm gonna bring my team up to Shane Vang of Minnesota Classic One-Off Race. I'm gonna box up my youngers today and show you guys my 5 entries that I'm gonna be sending up there. And then Peter, my partner, Peter Yang, Midwest Loft, will be shipping his 5 whenever he's free. But I'm gonna show you guys my 5 going to Minnesota Classic. Come on. All right, and of my first entry, this bad boy right here. It's a blue bar. These first 4 that I'm gonna show you guys are all 7 weeks old. 7 weeks and 1 day from their hatch date. Hopefully these guys will do well. So you see here, they're already molting. First flight's already growing. And we'll see how they turn out. All right, this is one of them. Hopefully they'll do well. Love that fight. I love that fight. Yes. Okay, this is my second entry. This blue ball, white flight, hide. Look at that fight, look at that, look at that. Ooh, look at that. So this is the nest mate to the blue bar I just showed. So you see here, same thing like the nest mate. Already dropped. First 2 flights. First flight's already coming in. A little dark mark right there. You see. Same with this side. Very nice. Love the fight. Lots of vigor. Lots and lots of vigor. Just want to go, go, go. All right. All right, this is my second entry. All right, and for my third entry, a very small hen. I love me a very small hen. Does not like to be held. Very nice small hen. Two, 4, 6, 8, 9. Dropped the first flight already. This one's I think a couple days younger than the first 2. Be a nice one, nice small little hen. We gotta fight. I love pigeons like this. Very nice hen, small. Hopefully they'll do well for Shane up here in Minnesota Classic. All right, put it in the box. All right, and my 4th entry. This one's a little younger. We'll say almost a week younger than the first 2. Very nice. This will be a pencil white flight. This one's I have some high hopes for this one too. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Dropped the first flight already. Nice little youngster. These are all for my first rounds. Should be a nice one. Nice little guy. Yes. All right, and my fifth and last entry to the 2025 Minnesota Classic. This nice, beautiful blue bar pie white flight. Lots of fight, lots of vigor. I like that. This one's about almost 2 weeks younger than the first rounds. Hasn't dropped the 10th flight yet, but this one's a little over 5 weeks old. Knows how to eat a drink, perch already. But yeah, all 5 of my entries are all descendants of Turcon. Should be something good. Look at that, just look at that fight. Yep, gonna be some nice ones. Some real nice ones going to Minnesota. All descendants of Turcon. Let's see how they do. Oh, fight. I cannot say this at like so much, but I love a strong fighter. Fight. Look at that. Yeah. All right, guys, let's go visit Shane. All right, we're here at Shane's, and as I was riding northwards up here, it's snowing. Look at that. It is snowing. Kind of hard to see, but yeah, a lot of music from the bar, so let's go say hi to Shane inside. How's it going?
I'm good.
Hey,
how you doing?
Good. You ready for the second year?
Ready or not, here it comes, right?
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I'm ready. You know, for the most part.
Okay.
Got all the birds, most of the birds here, feed is here, you know, so I'm ready to go. Yeah, ready to go.
You stuck with Bears again for this year?
Yeah, I'm doing the Bears again this year. It's just what I like personally, so do I have to use it? No, but you know, it's I like to feed and I can get it, so I'm gonna use it on the race bird as well, you know. So
they eating good.
Not trying to go cheap. I could get it from local mills, but I decided to stick with the Bears. So as far as like the racing mix and all that, it works out for me. So
okay,
I'm used to it, you know. Yep.
How many birds you got so far in the one-off already?
I think physically I probably got like 230, 240 maybe.
Okay.
And I know there's probably a little, I think just at 300 right now prepaid already. So it's going good. I think this year, around this time last year, I think I got maybe just over 100, 140 maybe. So it's going at a good clip right now. You know, real good.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going better. You know what I mean? So.
Well, I brought my team today.
Oh.
I brought my team.
Okay.
They're ready to go. I sent. Actually, I remember I sent to you last year in April.
Was it?
Yeah, April.
Was it early April? Or?
Okay. Early and mid-April, and then this year I'm sending to a month early.
Yeah, I mean, you know, with the short time, you know, because I do run the light system, so, you know, with the short time that the birds are being here and being incorporated into that system, I know it's hard for breeders to breed birds early and get them here early, but you got to take advantage of what that one loft does, right? You know, rather than just go natural or light or dark, whatever it is, I think take advantage of that system so that your birds can actually go through the mold, go through the whole program, and you know, be competitive, right? So when you put in, you know, it costs a lot to send birds from one loft, you know, and you know, you don't want to send a bird there the last week of and
expect it to do well.
Yeah, you know, so you can't really blame that on the bird or the manager of that one loft, right? So you got to look at your stuff like, okay, they start early, they end early, or they start later. You know, plan it. You know, plan your breeding around that. You know, but I'm not saying a bird that gets here early in the season will be the winners, right? Because I think last year, those first 3 birds, one of them was very late that I got. That was like an end of April bird. The other 2 was probably mid-April. I could be wrong, but I'm not saying that a late bird will not win, but take advantage of what the one-off managers are doing. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, my red check last year I sent to mid to late April, and it's scoring the money.
yeah,
So,
you got a little check. But if as you look, some people that got the birds, it's okay. Did they go through the molt? Did they not go through the molt? Right. So got to plan around that too. You know what I mean? And I can't speed up the molt any faster than nature does, right? I can only enhance it, but I can't speed the process. Obviously, in Minnesota, we can't prolong the season into late October or November, right? We'll get snow, we'll go sleet like today. It could be 30 degrees freezing and sleeting, and you guys want to watch us race in the snow? Sure, I'll do it, but
that can happen. It can happen.
Make it happen, but it's not ideally, right?
Yeah,
it's not logical, So take advantage of whatever the one-off managers are doing, whatever system they're doing, and kind of know their program and go from there. I mean, I'm doing the same thing as I'm sending birds out to other one-lofts. I'm kind of seeing like, okay, say Cuevas, right? They race in
December.
The
right?
finals.
So
you got time to breed later rounds and kind of still get the birds ready and be competitive, and but here in Minnesota, Crook, Hoosiers, we're all kind of do the October, and we're kind of done. So you got to plan around that too. Right?
All right. I'm sending 5.
Yeah.
Peter will send his other 5 later on.
Okay.
But I have 6 here because I'm sending one for what's his name? Scott Hirsch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he contacted me.
Yeah.
I think we had an incident in the shipping.
Yeah.
The shipping took forever. I think he shipped it out on Tuesday. I didn't get his birds until the following Monday.
Damn.
And them birds was, one of them didn't make it. So I think like especially when people are shipping birds and use that 3 to 4 box right there.
This one?
Yep. Yeah, take out that. Don't use that divider, because I think that middle section, that bird gets, I think it gets real hot.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So try not to use the dividers, really.
Well, Scott, if you're looking, this is 25312. This is actually a kid off my red check from last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The one that scored in the race. Huh? Nice little blue bar, huh? Maybe a cock?
Yeah, I think it's a cock too.
Yeah, maybe a cock. Yeah, so normally when the bird gets here, Toshalo.
Yeah, he got pecked at.
Oh, okay. Yeah, normally when birds gets here, I give them the vaccine shot. This is the PMV Rota, not her PMV Rota herpes, or PMV Rota something. But everybody's using this now. This is a good vaccine. That's what I use.
I heard a lot of other one-off managers are using this one too now.
Yeah, I think everybody's using this one. Like I said, I've used it for 4 years now. I give it to the back of the neck. I think a lot of people like go through the leg or whatever, but I'm just used to this. And then normally I just give them a canker pill. You know what I mean? And then I just get them the parasite drop. I get these from AO Biotech. 2 drops to the lower part of the neck.
One of the sponsors of Minnesota Classic.
Yes, yes. I got all their products. I'm using them for the birds and everything. So, and once I get the bird, I just enter in Pydex, go to Wing Companion, and register it. 25312. This is the boring part of doing this. The administrative part, it's time consuming, but it needs to be done. 25312. Yeah, so normally that's 25312. And this is a blue bar. I don't put the sex in there because, I could be wrong, so I just keep it as hens.
Okay.
And once I put that in there, I assign the chip. There's my packet chips here. Yep. And that's in there. And then right away when birds gets here, last year I cut their wings the 9th and 10th flight, the beginning of April, I think I did it.
Okay.
Now let that sit for 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and then I plucked them. But this year I cut them right away as birds come in.
Oh, okay.
That way I don't have to catch 300-400 birds later to do it.
So if you're doing this now, when will you be pulling them?
I'm going to be pulling them at the end of April.
Oh, end of April.
Last week in April is when I pulled them. By then they'll be nice and dry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they'll grow back. And that's it, pretty much.
Cool.
Then I'll put them in the cager. Yeah, the cager, it's, you know, mostly I just take the pictures, drop off birds, they don't stay in here. Auto area breeders, when I get them shipped in, they'll sit in here for the most of the day, you know, just to let them recoup, get a good drink, get some water in them, make sure they're hydrated, and then in the evening when I'm gonna feed the birds, I'll take the birds that was in here and I just throw them in the loft. So as far as quarantine them, I got sections, and I just put them right in the race loft, but put them in one area, one room, and quarantine them for 14 days or whatnot. You know what I mean?
Now I'll show you guys that later.
Yeah,
when we walk through the loft.
Yeah, we'll walk through that later. So this is just example. Choose birds won't be living in here right now. They're just gonna get vaccinated, get the picture done, and then we're just gonna walk them right into the loft. So
cool.
That's what I do with the local birds. It's just easier process that way. Want them getting stress free right away.
Yes.
So that's about it.
All right. Let's do one bird, and then we're gonna do all of them later, guys, off camera.
Yep. So
All
I'll
right.
have you fill this out later.
Okay.
I think some of the fences will do it, but a lot of the fences that don't do it, I kind of get it, and I do it myself. I'm kind of old school. I still write people's names down, how they paid, how many birds they got. I'm not an Excel spreadsheet. I let my wife do all that. I'm still old school. I still write stuff down. But eventually I'll have her input all this information in so I can keep track of it. Breeders, if you can, just fill one of these out, print it, fill it out. It's probably easier. But if you don't have it, I end up doing one anyway, just for record's sake.
Okay. Sorry.
So
I should know one.
Yeah, you should know better. But we're gonna fill one out since you're here. Most of the guys, they come, they don't have one. I'll have them fill out anyway, and then so that way I have it on record. It's just easier to keep track of stuff. You know what I mean? I find myself doing that too when I send out to all the One Love races. I'm like, oh crap, I didn't send one of those forms. You know what I mean? So I know how it goes. You know what I mean? So.
All right. Well, here's my
Here's one of
first
yours.
entry.
All right, band number is United 25313, right? Blue bar is white flight.
Yep.
Yeah. So normally we just go to Pydax. 25313. Double check that.
Behind the scenes, I'm a one law.
Yeah, this is like I said, the administrative fun part of it. There's some days when you only get a couple birds, but like I can only imagine other one law getting hundreds of birds and doing this. It's like I can see it's tedious work, but man, it's a pain in the butt, but got to do it. It's part of the job. And I just
It's a race chip.
yeah, sign the chip. Let's put this chip on. And then okay, that's just I vaccinate them. I'm a one-man show, so I've gotten used to just doing it myself. When other people hold their birds for me, I was like, I can't shoot them, So I just end up doing it myself now, and I'm used to it. I give them a little kinker pill. In the parasite drops right on the back of the neck here. Oh, and I'm out. I got another one right there.
So if all you guys are wondering, this is the Avia Biotech
Parasite lice, mites. I got two. I got this one, and I got the one that is the tallest it makes. So I've used both of them. Just put 2 drops on the back of the neck, and then I cut the 9th and 10th of both sides, and she's good to go. Oops. Cut here. Cut maybe 1 inch off. Yeah. That's it. Sure, she's good. And like I said, I just put them in here. Take a quick photo of them later. And you guys gotta excuse me. There's times when I do miss breeders' birds too. It's just that when you get a lot of birds in, I don't know if I took the pictures or not. So if I missed yours, I apologize for that. It's not purposely, but I do try to get everybody's pictures on the Facebook page. So check that out too, and we'll see how it goes. We got 4 more to do?
We got 4 more to go. So I'm
more
going
to
to
go,
turn this off, get this done. I'm going to fill out my paper, my entry form, and then we'll go in the loft in a bit here.
Alrighty.
All right.
And I got to get a new phone.
All good.
My phone is all outdated.
All right, all done. Shane does the photos. We're just going to settle here, and then we'll do a quick walkthrough in the one loft.
That.
Yeah. Good luck, babies.
Minnesota Classic for you.
Yep, Minnesota Classic. Snow. Typical Minnesota weather. So this first section here's the quarantine part.
Yeah, so normally I put them in groups.
Uh-huh.
These birds are all from this week.
Oh wow, okay.
You know, so a weekly group. Sometimes I only get 5. Sometimes, yesterday was a busy day. I think I got over 40 or 50 birds.
Mm-hmm.
So these are all from this past week or this week, and they're going to be in here, by themselves for a good 2 weeks maybe, and then I'll merge them with the other groups. Once you get past the medicated program, make sure their, droppings are nice, they're all eating and drinking, and then I'll just merge them on. So.
Yeah, you were kidding. That's a lot of colors this year, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of colors this year. A lot of whites, a lot of blacks, red checks.
Jeez.
A lot of them this year. So, as you guys can see, it's still cold in Minnesota. It was like, just a couple weeks ago, it was 65, 70 degrees?
Yep, and it was just 60 and 70s on Thursday and Friday here.
No, geez, huh? I mean, I still got my water heaters. That's what sucks. But hey,
Weather's so bipolar.
Yeah, weather is so bipolar here. Put this guy over here for now.
So you just leave them out until feed time?
Yeah. Normally, I will kick him out in the netting, but it's cold, it's snowing. I could have kicked them out there, but this is group 1 through 3, 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first 3 groups were trapping good through the stalls already, the bob traps. And then I merged the 4th group with them on, I think it was just a couple of days ago. Yesterday or the day before, I don't remember. But it was raining and stuff, so I didn't kick them out in the netting. I just kicked them on the aviary so I can kind of clean the perches, and then I'll call them in for feeding. So they're responding real good to the call. They're coming in real good. I got new stall traps installed this year as well.
Oh, nice.
I got the aluminum ones now because my old one, it worked great, but it was made out of wood.
Oh, right.
And you know how wood and weather here in Minnesota, right? They don't play with each other nice.
This is aluminum?
Yeah, those are aluminum. I got those made. Jerry actually made it for me.
From Jerry One Loft?
Yeah, Jerry's One Loft. I saw his video and I was like, hey, I like those, and they'll be good. I don't have to worry about, maintenance, painting, redoing it. you know, my Avery is made out of aluminum anyway, and I guess with the aluminum box has perfect, you know, perfect fit, right? So I started using that this year. I'll have 2 more sets maybe next year. I might not add another landing board. I might make my landing board wider, not longer, but maybe wider. And then have another stall trap or another entryway for them. So, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
That means a bigger race next year, huh? In the years to come.
Years to come, yeah. Let's go slow. Let's not rush things, right? Gotta get used to, you know, handling the numbers first. You know, I don't want to jump the gun. You know, so. But it's going good so far. I'm learning. I'm still learning. Every day I learn something. I see something. The loft is never ending. You know, you're changing things all the time, moving things around, adding things. You know, reconstructing stuff. You know, so, like last year, I had these if people remember, I had these doors. They came out into the hallway here. So this past off season, I made it so that they just jammed in the wall. So that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that way, when all the birds are, you know, one big group, I can just open these up, open all my doors, and they got the whole deal, right? They got the whole loft to play with.
Gotcha.
Last year, that door was in the hallway. You know, even though I had the rooms open, they were kind of, it was in the way. You know, it was just in the way. But everything's got its advantages and disadvantage. I kind of miss it in the hallway because sometimes if I just want this group to go out, there's no way for me to block the hallway anymore. You know, to section up the hallway and just get that group up. So it's got its pluses and minuses, but I think I like this a little bit better just because I can open up other rooms and they can have the whole loft once they're all one big family, right? You know, so, but there's always things you know, change, upgrade. And
still gonna be the same system when for pushing them into the crates.
Yeah, as far as right now go, I don't want to say anything yet, but I do have a local guy designing me a trailer.
Oh, really?
The plan is to have a self-loading trailer like most one loft now.
Ooh.
Not that it's, no, it makes the job easier.
Yeah.
Last year, me and my son was loading it. We were both carrying it, you know, and put it into the trailer, and that was a lot of work. Had to get up earlier, and then when he started school, I had to get my wife to help me, and she didn't like that. So I want her out of my hair. And she's like, "Hey, if it takes that to not wake her up at 4 in the morning, do it." So we'll see if it comes along, and this guy pulls through for me. I'll have a new trailer. It's gonna be a 3-level trailer, kind of like all the other one loft is self-loading. I'll have to build a ramp, but I'll shoot them out the same way, but just behind the loft now, you know, and build a ramp, self-loading. So
nice.
Yeah. Gotta do it, you know, make jobs easier. I think it's less stress on the birds too. The less you handle them and you know, grab them, it's better for the birds. You know, so that's in the works. We'll see if I get it. We'll see if I get it. Yeah.
Any words for the current flyers and those that have not sent the birds to you yet?
Oh yeah, well, current flyers, I just want to thank everybody, local guys, even out-of-state guys, out-of-state area breeders. I really thank you guys from the bottom of our heart. You know, you guys supported me, so I'm trying to do the best I can. And for the guys that haven't sent, this year we are tapping off at 500. It's a first come, first serve. So you can either prepay your purchase, get your spots, send the birds later, or send the birds in before the 500, right? So we're gonna close it off at 500 and go from there. So get in while you can. Hopefully we're gonna have another good season. Obviously we'll have good food, good entertainment. So hopefully for a good series this year. You know, hopefully everything goes as well and as last year, and continue to grow from there. So.
All right, Shane. Hey, thanks for your time today.
Yeah, no problem.
Just drop by, shoot a little video with you.
Yeah,
appreciate
no
it.
Anytime. Anybody got any questions, you can always call me or text me.
I'll put your phone number right here.
Yeah, somewhere right there. Right? And then I know maybe the subscribe is over here somewhere.
Yep, it will be
that.
there.
Yeah, hit that and subscribe to Seven Trailer Brothers YouTube channel.
Thank you. All right, Shane, appreciate it, man. Much love. Good luck to 2025, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right, guys. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you again, Shane, for having me over. Able to drop off my team to Shane and Minnesota Classic over here. But I'm gonna drive home, and I'm gonna be driving in the snow. So, that Minnesota, so bipolar. 60s and 70s just the other day, and then we're snow today. So yeah, I'm gonna drive home. Thanks for everyone for watching. If you haven't liked, share, or subscribed yet, please do. Also give Minnesota Classic and Shane Vang here a follow as well, and a like. Shane is always posting every day, if not every other day, on his Facebook page. So please follow there. Everything will be there. So please check him out. Give him a like, give him a follow. And thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching. 7 Trailer Brothers Loft.